Hello and welcome to LeadMaster. In this video, I will show you how to transform data so that it's ready to be imported into the LeadMaster system. So what we have here is a lead grade that's labeled A, B, or C. These are our choices. And the issue here is that in the previous system, they gave you this information with X's. And instead, we want to change this into A, B, or C in a single select box. So what this looks like in the LeadMaster system is that you have a couple different choices, which is either A, B, or C in this case. They're usually drop-down boxes that allow you to choose only one option. So we need to transform this data into a single select field. And we're going to do that with an if statement. So we're going to use a trim function, and the trim function allows us to remove blanks before or after the X, so that an X with a space before or after is not the same as X. Trim, and then you select the first box in the A column. In this case it's B14. So if the trim of B14 equals quote X, then it must be A. And we're going to do the same thing for the B column. If the trim of B column C14 equals quote X, then it is B. And now we do the same for the C column. If the trim of C, which is D14 in this case, equals quote X, then it is C. And now we want to say if it's not A, B, or C, then we want it to be nothing. So at the end of the function, we're going to say an extra blank. So if it's not A, B, or C, it's nothing. And then we have to close up function. Okay, looks good. So here's our function, and it should give us the letter for this row. Press enter. It gives us a C, which is great because that's where the X is. And now here's the easy part. We just need to copy and paste I always do paste special because I click the formula button just in case it uses the specific boxes for each of these letters. So that's what I like to do. If you have problems with your formula, that is probably the reason. So okay, so now we have our new lead grade column and values, which all seem to match up, which is good. We even have a blank where there's supposed to be no information. And now we have one final step before we can import these values into LeadMaster. The issue here is that although we now have a new lead grade column that has a single select box, these are all values that are tied back to this lead grade X box. So if this was deleted, so we're going to delete this just to show you. You get an error message, which is no good. So instead, we are going to create a new lead grade box, and we're going to copy these values into the new box, the new column. So now we're going to paste into the new column, paste special, and we're going to choose values instead of formulas because we only want the letters. Press OK. And now we have our new values. So we can delete these other two columns without fear that we're going to ruin the other column. So delete. And now you have your new lead grade column that can be finally imported into the LeadMaster system.